everybody, thanks for joining us today and being a part of our Sabbath School vlog. This is May 29th, Wednesday, and today's lesson is entitled God's Greatest Delight. I just want to take a minute to say happy birthday to my sister, Cynthia Rodriguez. God bless you. Much love from your brother and the SS vlog. We're all proud of you. And I also want to give a little testimony. Thank the Lord for helping Omar, my cousin, pass his state insurance license exam. This was his 5th attempt, and if he would have failed today, he would have had to wait another year before even trying. So he put a lot of hours in studying, and he testifies, and I witnessed that God did the rest. And now he can go ahead and get started with the rest of his life. So God, thank you for that. And the memory text is found in Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 11. The Lord will be awesome to them, for he will reduce to nothing all the gods of the earth. People shall worship him, each one from his place. Indeed, all the shores of the nations. This is one of those lessons that I just really enjoy. One of these texts that I just try to use my imagination to appreciate. And it's Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 17 is the verse that encapsulates today's lesson, God's greatest delight. This goes on with the question that I asked. What do you think God enjoys the most in this universe? What is his peculiar treasure? I mean, you think of all the exotic things he could have created in this vast universe, things that we can see with our telescope, Hubble telescope, things that we can't. And you ask God, what is your most peculiar treasure? I think you'd be surprised to find out that it's you and it's me. It's really sobering to realize exactly how much God finds delight in us. The Bible tells us that for the joy that was set before him, Christ endured the cross. I don't know what it is that God sees in us, but we are his peculiar treasure. And you would think, when you look at the two, when you put God and us side by side, we look like the lucky ones. We are the lucky ones to be associated with somebody so incredible. Yet sometimes I feel like God appreciates us a lot more than we appreciate him. Listen to this verse, Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 17. The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. He will take great delight in you. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with singing. Here I like to put my little thinking cap and put it on imagination mode and try to imagine what it would be like to see God singing. Because sometimes you imagine God as stoic, like unmovable, detached from any emotions, sitting on his throne. But this pictures another type of God that is actually enjoys feeling good, overwhelmed by joy, singing with delight. And out of all the things that we're going to witness in heaven, that's one of the events I would like to have a front row at, and that's seeing God perform live in concert. There's a couple more verses that goes along the lines of meditating on God's position towards us that the lesson gives. Isaiah 62 verse 5. For as a young man marrieth a virgin, so shall thy sons marry thee. And as the bridegroom rejoices over the bride, so shall thy God rejoice over thee. This is talking about now a marriage. I had the privilege of witnessing Kevin and Anna getting married this weekend down in Hollywood, Florida. And I'll tell you what, it was a beautiful wedding, and it was special moments that you would see once they went through all the formalities, the vows and the prayer, and the pastor said, "You may kiss the bride," Kevin, took the opportunity to kiss his bride and lift his hand up in victory. And that is just what comes into my mind when I read this verse, as the bridegroom rejoiceth over the bride, so shall thy God rejoice over thee. Do you imagine, can you train your mind to see God's and appreciate God's feelings towards us? Isaiah 65 verse 19, "And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying." God delights in His people. God delights in you and me, and the Bible is full of this idea. I mean, the classic, "For God so loved the world," in John 3:16, that He gave His only begotten Son, that whoever believes in Him shall not perish but have everlasting life. I challenge you today, as today will throw at you its difficulties, its frustrations, will throw at you obstacles, and you may suffer loss, rejection, failure. I want you to open up your eyes and contemplate on the one thing you will never lose, and that's God's love. And appreciate it, delight in it, rejoice in it, because God rejoices in you. And soon this last verse declares, "And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard, nor the voice of crying." God doesn't like to see the apple of His eye suffering. God is not going to tolerate a painful situation for us forever. He's coming soon. And I know we're going to suffer in this world, but how's about we do what Jesus did, and for the joy that was set before us, what God is going to bring, we're willing to suffer and endure whatever life may bring. So God bless you. Congratulations again, Omar, and my sister for her birthday. And I'm still working on that Habakkuk. Pray for me. I'm enjoying it too much. I think that's the problem, why it's taking so long. But it's gonna come out. It's coming along. So God bless you. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.